a silence heavy with centuries of waiting. In the land of Bani Israel, revelation had not descended for a long time. Hearts were restless, souls were thirsty, and the world seemed wrapped in spiritual darkness. And in that silence, Allah prepared to reveal one of his greatest signs. Through a pure woman whose name was Maryam, peace be upon her. This story begins not with legend, but with the testimony of the Qur'an. Maryam, the daughter of Imran, was dedicated to the worship of Allah from her very birth. She was raised under divine care, and the Prophet Zechariah, peace be upon him, became her guardian. Whenever he entered her place of prayer, he found provisions that no human explanation could justify. When he asked where they came from, she replied, "It is from Allah." From the beginning, Allah was preparing her for something extraordinary. The Qur'an declares, "And remember when the angels said, 'O Maryam, indeed Allah has chosen you, purified you, and chosen you above the women of all the worlds." Surah Ali Imran. Her life was one of devotion, purity, and quiet submission. No desire for recognition, no worldly ambition, only the pleasure of her Lord. Then came the moment that would shake human understanding. Allah sent the angel Jibreel, peace be upon him, in the form of a man to Maryam. She was frightened, a pure young woman, alone, confronted by a stranger. She said, "I seek refuge in the most merciful from you, if you fear Allah." The angel replied, "I am only a messenger from your Lord to grant you a pure son." Her voice trembled as she said, "How can I have a son when no man has ever touched me, and I am not unchaste?" And here, Allah's decree was announced, "Thus it will be. Your Lord says, it is easy for me, and we will make him a sign for the people and a mercy from us." Surah Maryam. No sin, no human cause, only the command of Allah. Be. And it was. Maryam conceived by the will of Allah. But along with the miracle came a severe test. For a woman known for her purity, how heavy would the judgment of society be? The Qur'an tells us that she withdrew to a distant place, alone, burdened by what awaited her. When the pains of childbirth came, they drove her to the trunk of a date palm. In that moment of weakness and isolation, the Qur'an captures her human cry. "Oh, I wish I had died before this and been forgotten entirely." But divine mercy descended immediately. Allah comforted her, "Do not grieve. Your Lord has placed a stream beneath you. Shake the trunk of the palm tree toward you, and fresh ripe dates will fall upon you. So eat, drink, and be at peace." Surah Maryam. Alone in the world, yet never alone with Allah. Then came the moment of return. Maryam carried her newborn child back to her people. Eyes stared. Accusations filled the air. Those who had only known her as a symbol of chastity were shocked. "O Maryam, you have brought something unprecedented. O sister of Harun, your father was not an evil man, nor was your mother unchaste." Maryam remained silent. Allah had commanded her not to speak to any human being that day. She only pointed toward the child. They said in disbelief, "How can we speak to a baby in the cradle?" And then the greatest sign unfolded. A newborn infant, still in his mother's arms, spoke by the permission of Allah. "Indeed, I am the servant of Allah. He has given me the book and made me a prophet. He has made me blessed wherever I may be, and has enjoined upon me prayer and charity as long as I live." Surah Maryam. This was Isa, peace be upon him, born without a father, by the command of Allah alone. Not a myth, not a legend, a divine sign, just as Adam was created without father or mother. The Qur'an reminds us, indeed, the example of Isa in the sight of Allah is like that of Adam. He created him from dust, then said to him, "Be," and he was. Surah Ali Imran. This event is not only a testimony to the purity of Maryam, it is a declaration of Allah's absolute power. His will is not bound by causes, and his decree is not limited by human logic. Maryam, peace be upon her, emerged as a living example of patience, modesty, and unwavering faith. She endured isolation, accusation, and hardship with complete trust in her Lord. And Isa, peace be upon him, sent as a prophet to Bani Israel, supported with miracles, calling people to the truth, always declaring, I am the servant of Allah. This story teaches us that when Allah chooses someone, the judgment of people, the cruelty of circumstances, and the weight of trials cannot obstruct His plan. It reminds us that purity, patience, and trust in Allah ultimately become His signs on earth. And so the silence returns, but it is no longer empty. It echoes with divine power, with a mother's steadfast faith, and with the voice of a child proclaiming the truth by the command of Allah.